Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel. We're back on the Shogunate mod for CK3, which brings Feudal Japan to Crusader Kings. We're going to be playing as Katsu Takeda. This is episode 2. So, in today's episode, we're going to continue to go on our Japanese world conquest. In today's episode, we'll try to go to war with the Yosegi, the Date as well, and continue to push more so eastward than westward, I think. The Oda clan, who we're allied with, are quite strong. The Mori as well. The Otomo and Shimazu are still hanging out and still growing. In the last episode, we managed to get rid of the Imagawa, Tokugawa, and Hojo, and we're going to start things off here today with a war against the Yosegi. Hopefully we can finish them off here today. We did manage to take a chunk of their northern territory. So Katsuyori is 26 martial, 7,000. If we can catch this Yosegi force, and we have. But we're going to be playing as my favourite clan on Shogun 2. I just love the red aesthetic. They look so cool, and especially in Shogun 2. They had like cavalry spam and stuff. Oh, we managed to capture him. Oh, no way. That's some really quick RNG. Oh, well. Because you never know. Those type of wars can really wage on. Well, we managed to take the Yosegi within a minute in today's video. Oh, how awesome is that? So we've got some more marriages we can send off. We can get one more knight here eventually as well. We're currently in our second leader. Shingen passed away in the last episode, but Katsu is the new Daimyo for now. Alright, we'll try and marry off. We eventually want to become Shogun, the Emperor of all Japan. You look alright here. The thing is, we've got so many families. The family tree is massive. We go with matrilineal, so we'll bring him in. So we've got some inheritable traits, which is okay. Titles-wise, we've gone up to 14 out of 8. Maybe I need to get a titles mod instead of dishing things out. I'm only playing with the Shogunate mod. I'm not running anything else first time around, but I am open to be doing and playing as more houses on this mod, because Feudal Japan is just such a fun and enjoyable time period. There's so many cool, unique factions battling it out for their independence. Shogun 2 is such an underrated game, but it's been a while since I've played it. Okay. We can probably up our military a bit here eventually. We're making 11 per turn. We can get bombards in, because it is 1596. I wonder how long it would take us to actually attempt to conquer the entirety of Japan, because that's what I'd really like to do. As long as you guys support the series, I'd really much appreciate it. If you haven't already, left the video a like, subscribe if you're new, let me know feedback and suggestions, tips and tricks, and if there's any other mods you'd like me to check out and showcase. And of course, if you don't like myself, Japan, the Japanese, for whatever reason, feel free to leave a dislike. Okay, so she's now pregnant, that's good. But who do we go against now? We have 7,000 troops at our disposal. The Ashima. Oh, the Miyoshi have been pushed there, really? We're in an alliance with them. Well, let's push against the Ieyasu. I think these were a clan in Fall of the Samurai. I don't think they're in the vanilla version of Shogun 2, but I do recognize the name. I think they're one of the sort of traditionalist factions, because there's the Imperial versus the Shogunate, isn't there? And that, whoa, look at all that blackmail that's come flooding in. Okay. My secret has been exposed. There was an attempted murder. Okay. Maybe that was before me, because when you become new characters, you adopt their plots, which can be a little bit annoying. We'll try and ransom you. My albino daughter can be married off to the Order Daimyo. Sure, let's do that. We're probably eventually going to have to betray the Oda clan. The thing is with the Oda, they were incredibly infuriating, because in that first episode, they refused to help us against the Imagawa and the Tokugawa and the Usagi, but they were all keen to fight against the Hojo. Maybe because that was a defensive war. So, there's a lot of small clans here, so there's not many two more major powers as we push westward, except for the Date, which you would think they would be a little bit stronger by now. They always have those crazy two-handed swordsmen in Shogun 2, don't they? And they're now finished. Oh, we're at war with the Date. Why? Oh, they attacked me. 1.3k to 9.2. Oh, we're just hemorrhaging cash, which gives us so many debuffs. But I guess we'll just try and continue on the initiative. Katsu, so far, is the conqueror of the Usagi, but the final nail in the Hojo coffin. You've insulted me, so that'll happen. But there are unique event chains. Sorry, there are unique decisions. There aren't unique event chains. There are in the Lord of the Rings mod, but there are decisions in this, so we will be able to eventually, once we hit the objectives of creating a holy order and the title of Emperor. Right, that's now done. The Date are no more. We're going to have to re-declare war upon them if we do want to try and conquer and take their lands once we get a little bit of cash money. And we'll go with courtship there. Ransom off these little kitties. So we can create the title of Echingo. We can grant various vassalships to the Hojo. The Hojo. I don't think so. I don't particularly want to make them stronger. But we are accelerating quite well growth-wise. But so are the other factions. The Order are doing quite well, same with the Mori. But we are one of the stronger base game factions. So if I can give you those titles, that's fine. And now we're back down to 8. Or below 8. Rest for the weary. Let us adventure in there, I'm sure there'll be treasure. Tired, sweaty, and in need of rest. Or we get heightened soldier morale. No. Let's go for the RNG. So we have a chance of gaining 170 gold from a stewardship challenge. I would normally take the morale, but there's not too many major powers here. So look, if you look here, most of the the east of Japan is not very united, while the west towards Kyoto is. We will create that title though from that coin we got from that challenge. The more duchy titles we can create, the better to consolidate our titles. Because we're technically a kanto now. Whatever that means. I don't know Japanese. Right. Well, I think it's time to go to war against the Date. We can't invade them. We only can do what I really like is the subjugation war deck, which makes things a lot easier. But we're going to have to war deck them straight up. They don't even have too many. The Date look like they've been pushed super far south. But now we have a second war against the Date. Push in and finish them off. We're going to split into 3 squadrons for now. Looks like they're calling some people in. Oh, there was an attempt on my life. The Hojo. No Sada. You betrayed me. I don't think I need to change those names now. Oh, hang on. There's 3,000 data coming in. No, and they've stopped, and we've got them. My poor daughter, typhus. Okay, we've got to watch out for the disease spreading. So... the Sartica. So they've got 2k in the north. We still very much outnumber them. We don't need to spend my prestige, but no, we might just need to consolidate a bit. My prestige is good, 1.6. My piety is quite low. No, we're not going to send for a court physician because we don't have the money. Because sometimes it can cost between 100 gold and 200. We don't want to bankrupt ourselves. That's the last thing we want to try and do. 3,000 there. Let's merge up with Katsu. We're in the reign of our second faction leader. It is 1598. Okay, so it's 26% there now. Yeah, so unfortunately the thing is, right, you eventually want to get piety for diplomacy and public order, essentially, and somewhat. We'll need that eventually as well if we do want to make ourselves emperor. But the thing is, we need commanders early on. You can become a pious, peaceful man once you've got more than half of Japan under your control and rule with impunity. We'll try and finish off another army here, but they're starting to take forces, meddling in marriage. I'm not really too interested. The Hojo did try to murder me, so maybe we can drop a couple of crippling letters there. A valuable hostage, good stuff. Oh, we are meddling in the marriage. If we can sow discontent in the Hojo royal line, I don't mind. Because the Hojo, Yoseki, Imagawa, and Tokugawa clans are subject to me if they don't die out. Okay, but we've managed to finish off the Date here, but there's still a huge chunk of smaller clans. The Kasai, the Nanbu there. Ah, awesome! Takeda dynasty, we'll go with warfare. And... go with enduring hardships. Gotta watch out for those faction claimants as well. 11 out of 8. A lot of prisoners there that we can ransom. And we'll do so for a bit of cash money. My daughter can get a guardian. We'll sort by opinion. We don't want any of my children to get caught hostage. So send it to family members. We can create another region and another kuni. Or duchy, rather. And we can grant vassalships, but we're minus 161, so it's going to take us a little bit longer before we can get our economy back on track. I'm going to give some of the titles to my cousins, as I've given a lot to my brothers and sons. So we'll land one of my cousins to keep that line of the family in check. Well, the Oda have been pushed back a bit, but the Miyoshi, my allies, have taken a bit of territory all over the place. "18 wars." So we'll create this duchy title here, just to consolidate our power. We'll eventually create the region, but we need 400. 2,500 prestige is quite awesome. We all needed that to get quite high. Another peasant uprising. I'm always hesitant at this because the ones in CK3 vanilla can be quite difficult, but we should be able to defeat these guys. They are only peasants. We are a professional, hardened, battle-hardened army now. But I do recommend this mod if you want to play a sort of even and more balanced feudal campaign, because the thing is, there's huge qualities and disparity between the Byzantines, the French, and the English and stuff. But really, depending on who you sort of feel like can play as, we're having some pretty decent challenges. We're slowly but surely building up, and it's been really rewarding. What happened to your hand, Mr. Hojo? Okay, fair enough. Okay. 28. Good. That was one of my siblings' husbands, I think. And we forgot to set that to something. Yep, diplomacy. More regions. More duchies we can take. You gotta be careful when you don't have all of it though as well. It's just something you need to keep an eye on. Alright, we might be able to take another bind here. No, they're all in prison. And even if you do that, take a bind while they're in prison, you get a lot of negative relations. Knights wise, 9 out of 10. We've been really fortunate. We haven't lost too many in the grand Takeda wars. So Katsurori is 59. I'll create the title of Yuzen here now though. And still no more binds we can take. Hojo, still pressing Mao discontent. Colder War? The Oda clan? Who are they attacking? The Yazi. The Yazi. Or the Yazai. Okay. They have 5,000. We have 16. We have a 16k coalition. That's cool. We'll raise our army. Because the thing is, if we don't go in and help them out, we could get negative relations. We want these duels to cease at once. We'll make our way over here. We'll consolidate. Oh, we have the 10k out of that. Yeah. That's that. The thing is, right, if they lose this fight... Well, they did lose it. They lost again! Oh, lucky we came in to help out. A scheme at court. We'll keep an eye on that. Because we could technically lose this war. Far out. 5,000 Oda versus... Or the Yazi or the Uzai. It took 10,000 Takeda to scream through there. And help finish them off. Let's try and finish off their armies. It's kind of annoying, but I don't want to get any negative debuffs. I don't want to lose prestige. Nor any money for this. We'll push for their castle. The problem is I've got my own Hojo problems. So we managed to beating their armies in the open field while the Oda clan are trying to take their castles. Good. That's now done. Oh, well, we're not dictating the army. There we go. We can't do it. Alright. That war's now done. Let's disband you there. Right. We need to look at fighting someone else. Bring in another steward. My officers seem to be dropping like flies. I seem to constantly be putting them in and ransoming people. Okay, so we've got 5,500 prestige. I've got some bombards in. We've got a little bit of cash, so we can currently upgrade my army and the men-at-arms regiments. We just have shy of a whopping 10,000 levies. How awesome is that? I would eventually like to get some more knights, get some more samurai in our army, but we'll just have to see. Katsurori is 65 years of age now. His lineage is secure, but there's a lot of small factions down here The Yuki are definitely the highest, and we can seem to subjugate them for whatever reason. It is cheaper if we just seize their kingdom. So I'm going to do that. We want to try and gobble up here, so we'll move our waypoint. We'll raise the army. We've got 10k soldiers at our command. But we are coming to the end of Ketsu's life. We want to try and finish off the last of these guys, but then we'll try and push probably eastward. We've got a 32 vassal here. We've got a 30. I'm 30. I think we'll let our 33 vassal command the army. 34 marshal, rather. Okay, you push here. I station you. More children coming along. And the war is over. Sweet. The Yuki are now no more. The Sataka. Was that a Hojo, remember? I don't think it was, but it looked like the same logo. Okay. Time to go to war with Motoharu of the... So, I don't know why I struggle with this one, the Sataka, so much. We might just have to war deck all of them, because they're not under the same control, are they? There's a lot of small clans here. It might be easier just to war deck all these guys. Like, they're literally one-tile clans, which is so annoying. That actually had 1,000 at its disposal, but a lot of them springing into our lands could be a bit of an issue. We'll try and capital snipe them, because that always works. There's 3.4k to the north. Station the besiegers there, and we'll make our way down the coast. We've managed to defeat the 3.k. And we should be able to finish off Yotoharu. Oh, a couple forces coming in. No, but that's them gone. Man, this... Whoa. Who are those guys? Okay. The Chosokabe are nearly destroyed by the look of it. Who are these guys? Everyone seems to be Shinto, which I'm not entirely sure is overly accurate, because wasn't the Ikoiki Christian? There should be more religious factions, you'd think. I've only got 2,000. So annoying when you get war decked like that. I'll try and stay on land, because it costs 50 to move your forces through water. That's the last thing we want to be dealing with. Circumnavigating Japan on boat. Oh! Looks like the Miyoshi have come out and helped us there massively. Well, let's just try and go for their capital then. Try and get this over and done with. I think it's their allies' capital. They're more so to the north. I might never know. We'll just ignore those indiscretions. Oh, it's premature anyway. Death do us part or no? I've lost my wife at 69 years of age. But guess what? I'm single. High five! Alliance power with my granddaughter of the Oda clan. No thank you. Maybe someone younger of some of skills. But the thing is, it's like, bastards don't really matter in Japan at this time period overly too much. We will need to fix up our succession as well at some point. Hard rule. Imagine getting a new wife when you're like 70. My god, there's a lot of stuff here we haven't gone through. Overseer now. Friendly fire. Marriages. Crikey. 6,000 prestige. That is definitely the highest. It's because Ketsu's lived to it. He was 70. With only our second faction leader, Ketsu's coming my favourite. Even though I've got a soft spot for Shingen. Oh my god, look at all the regions we can create here. Crikey. We need to save up a lot of money. We'll need to consolidate those eventually. And finish off these small little pockets. We'll set a rally point here. Okay, it's 1615. Katsurori is now married off. 5,000 prestige. My piety is low. We can't found a new empire until that gets like massively high. We'll definitely be able to get the money. We've got the prestige, but it's the piety, so we can't actually create a new empire just yet. Dynasty of many crowns as well, and we can't consecrate our bloodline. But I definitely want to try and found a new empire. I definitely want to be able to become shogunate. Succession-wise, I think it's time to change this. Now, male preference isn't too bad, but I think we'll go with male only just due to our how large our family trees are, because we've got a lot of prestige and we can't really spend it any other way. I wish that he was a little bit more pious, but we can't. I'm also going to change our multiple realm heirs to single, to primogeniture instead of confederation partition, particularly now with Katsu on the death's bed. So we'll switch this over to single heir. So you do need to keep an eye on that, especially with how big the family trees are in Japan. Like, you don't want the clan to get split up overly too much. We don't want to lose the head of the family to potentially one of my siblings. Okay, so that alliance has now gone through, and we've made it male only primogeniture, which is awesome. But yeah, family trees are just so huge. We might be able to get another buy in here. No, all the potential ones are in prison. Okay, so this is how the world looks like. I think continuing to push eastward is the play. Once we finish off this small little tumor pocket that's growing out of east of Kai, we'll increase our footmen and crossbows and stuff a little bit more. Our footmen, I imagine our Yarigashigaru. We'll try and declare war on all these little guys. They're so annoying. So they all hold their little independence here. So we'll declare war upon all of them and let them sort of group up. 1,000 in that, 500 there. So I don't think the entire coalition is overly too large, to be honest. Nothing really to fear. 2,000. 3,000 is the height. Okay. Well, let's push in then. One's now gone. One more. 5 more to go. You just like capital snipe them and they're all gone. You basically take their entire little hamlet. Yeah, I thought I only declared war upon 4. Someone else attacked me in the north. Here we go. Another! Alright, push back there, please. You push down to that fort. And another one bites the dust. And another one. And another one. And another one. Oh, Katsu 71 is now dying. Oh god, there's so much spam there on the right. So annoying to get rid of that. So hopefully we can wrap up these wars before we lose him. But so far, we are the largest and still yet undisputed ruler of Japan so far. We can't quite forge our way. Sure. We'll allow our wife to become a lover. Oh, yeah, but yeah, I'm 71, aren't I? I'm on the death's bed. My spouse seems up to the task, which is good. A child of my dynasty. More children. Fantastic. There's more to the north there as well. We should be able to finish off the last of those wars to the south as well. Perfect. Alright, let's push further north now. Against the Asari. There's 1,000 of them. I don't blame them though. Oh, but I've died. Katsurori has abandoned his mortal coil. He died of an unknown cause. Known to be an exceptional strategist, he spent many of his days examining the fields and drilling his troops. His son, Nobukatsu. I kind of like that. He's got the last name of his father. Nobukatsu. Let's have a look at him. Oh god, he's actually more or less pious. Stewardship is his game. He's not the most military renowned man. But now they've got so many forces at our disposal. So he's got a lot of children as well. But just check, like, I'm not even underestimating how huge the family trees are. So, and here is the Shingen. So we have our third faction leader now. I think going with stewardship is probably the play. We've had 2 marshals, maybe trying to get our money up with Nobukatsu and allow other generals to fight and do his martial commands while he sits back and builds up the economy. Putting money into local works and infrastructure. How cool would that be? We'll bring in a better steward there as well. We've got Prince Nobusada, my uncle, who's quite good. We'll ransom you there as well. And we'll look to wrap things up here. Well, thank you very much for watching episode 2 of my Crusader Kings 3 Shogunate modded Takeda series in Feudal Japan. It's 1618. Well, basically, the thing is, do we push up to Sapporo? I don't know. Probably not. They're now done though. But I think what I'll do is I'll finish off these guys here in the Kaiser. We might look to push... The thing is, there's so many small clans up there. It might be more annoying. My Dominion size has now gone up because of that war. Yeah, we just need someone to get a little bit of RNG of piety. But, because the thing is, right, we've got so many wars going on. To become emperor, you need to get that piety up nice and high. So, what do you sacrifice? We'll eventually go with learning and piety and stuff with one of our characters. But not just yet, especially with, look, we might have to deal with the Order in the next episode, the Ono, the Mori. I want to do a world conquest of Japan for this series, but we'll just have to see how we go. But the succession of power was successful now that we are not a clan partition, because it would have like gone out, it would have like split the Takeda kingdom. So, especially when you get this powerful and strong, you've got to be careful. Particularly in this mod, you definitely need to divvy up your titles carefully and duchies and essentially kingdoms and regions, and then consolidate your power when you've got it. But I can't wait to continue with the reign of Nobukatsu in episode 3. So stay tuned for more daily content on SimpzyTotalWar. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video. And feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.